and welcome to a Lefty Knitter podcast, episode 256. I believe that's right. My name is Aquila. Welcome to my channel. This channel is primarily about knitting and all the crafty things I get into, which could be crocheting, cooking, spinning yarn, weaving, whatever, pot holders, all the things. I have a lot of different crafty stuff. Coming to you from Baltimore, Maryland, with husband, kids, 2 cats, etc. And I'm here to show you finished objects. I should say I record through the week when I can, and that doesn't always happen. This beginning of this week, it's already Thursday, and it's December 19th. This week was kind of a hot mess. We had fevers, sore throats, stomach bugs, all the things. And it's been a little bit rough. It's been a little rough, I'm not gonna lie. So, yeah, here we are. But I have some things to show. So, you guys have already, if you're a returning viewer, have already seen this in a previous episode. I've made another photographer hat. This was yarn that I received in the color's better back here, in a mystery bag, and this is from Wool and Vinyl, and it's a one-of-a-kind DK weight yarn. I made another photographer hat. I didn't weave in the end at the bottom yet, but I will. I was here, and I just had to do a little bit and the decreases. So the photographer hat is a free pattern by Lavanya Patricella, if I've not mentioned that. I've made multiple versions of this where I've made the ribbing longer, shorter. I've used heavier weight, like worsted weight, and just changed my needle size. So I like the DK weight. Usually that is what I make. So you can wear it slouchy. Oh, I should have put that knot in the front. We'll just tuck it in. You can wear it slouchy, like this. Or you can pull it down and wear it with a double brim, like that. So, that is done. I'm not sure who. I think I know who I'm going to gift this one to. I'm not keeping this one, but here you go. Finished photographer hat. I am trying to get all the things done. I need to take this down, weigh it, add it to take pictures, and add it to Ravelry, because I like keeping my stash updated. I like saying how many grams of yarn I've used, so I can keep all the notes I need for future reference. So yeah, I need to put some socks on some blockers because I have cranked some Christmas presents. This yarn is Patton's Croy. I got this on clearance at Joann's, and I knew I was going to crank socks out of it, and actually I got 2 pairs of socks out of this yarn because last week when I showed you the other pair with the red toes, this was the same yarn, and I didn't know what it was because I didn't have the labels. This is called Sidewalk Colors, and it's the Patton's Croy socks, and I got these on clearance for $5.47, which probably, they're about $7 a ball, $7.99, $7.49, something like that, so about $2 off. It wasn't like the biggest clearance, but yeah, so I've now used almost all 4 skeins. I have some scraps left, and I did these with a picot top and a hung hem. It's a hung hem with a picot at the top. You can see them better when I do that. And it's very gradual changes in this gray, and I enjoy that. I think it's really beautiful. All right, I have another pair of socks that I'm going to show you. That was cranked out of yarn from Hobie. I've never purchased yarn from Hobie before, but I have cranked through my cranking service yarn from Hobie before. And this is the Christmas sock wool glitter, and I'll show you the label in a minute. I don't know the colorway name because that doesn't come on the label, but it gives you the number. So this is color number 1, and here's the label for that. And with this yarn, I bought the glitter on this, well, this base, I bought the glitter, and it's a 73 wool, 25 polyamide, 2% polyester. It's 100 grams per ball, and you get, it does tell you 459 yards per ball. So I cranked these as a Christmas present. These also have a hung hem. I used some red yarn I had from Mace of Skeins for the toes and to add a little bit to the cuff. So that part is not glittery. But oh my gosh, they are the coolest looking socks. I love this glitter. These were really nice to crank. I have an Erlbacher Gearhart Speedster machine, knitting machine, and this yarn cranked beautifully on that machine. So, can you see that glitter? It's so good. So good. I have enough yarn. I think I have about 40 grams left of this yarn, so I think I can get another pair out of this color, and I like it. It's very glittery. I do have a project that I don't know when I'm going to get to this, but I made, this is, oh gosh, I can never remember the name of this Patons Croy, but it's really popular. These are turned inside out for a reason. They're very loose on my feet, and I was looking at them to see how felted they were. They're a little bit felted. They're not terrible, but I am going to attempt to unpick the toe. These were cranked on my machine, and rip these out because they're too big on my feet. They fall off. They're not even good for bed socks because they fall off while sleeping. So I am going to unpick the toe where you Kirchner these. And you can see here's my end because I always do my ends the same when I Kirchner my toes on my machine. Off the machine, but when I Kirchner them, I'm going to unpick that. And I will update you guys on how well this like, it's gigantic. It's so not a good size. So if it doesn't work out, I have a feeling the yarn at the top will be fine, and I'll just use them in scraps for other socks. But they're definitely not a go-to to wear because they don't stay on my feet. So I have another project that I am not sure when I'm going to talk about it, but it was a crocheted sweater that I did with an advent that I received from a friend, and I don't like the cuffs. The problem with this sweater is you started from the cuff in. So I need to figure out how to pick up my first row of crochet that's not the cuff. Pick that up on some spare yarn or a needle or whatever I have to do. So then I can go back and I'll crochet or possibly knit the cuff this way and fix it. It's too tight. They're too long. When I undo it, it's up here. So it's always folded over. And because it's folded over, it's even tighter. And I love the sweater. I don't love the cuffs. So I need to remedy that because it upsets me a lot that I like this sweater so much and I do wear it. But I just, the cuffs are, they're killing me. They're killing me, man. Okay, that's what I have to show you for now. I don't have any acquisitions or any other knitting projects on the needles right now because I don't know what to cast on right now. I'm in between, and with the holidays coming, I'm kind of in stress mode to keep making and finishing, putting finishing touches on stuff. Like I have those wind spinners I have to finish up. I want to crank a few more socks. So I got to get cones of yarn prepped because they're not prepped. I have all the balls down there, but not prepped. So you'll be seeing some more Hobie yarn because I bought, well, I don't know when I showed my haul of the Hobie yarn, but I bought Christmas yarn, Halloween yarn, and just some sock yarn. So stay tuned because I don't know when. If that'll be this episode, the next one, Christmas is coming, so it might be this episode. It might be a whole cranking episode, so I apologize, but not really. Because I need presents to be finished. Okay, until the next clip, I'll see you then. Bye. Hey everybody, it is now Friday, December 20th. Last night I was working on finishing up some of my wind spinners that are Christmas presents, but I keep forgetting to show you guys this. One, because I started it using needles I've never used before that I wanted to try, and then I honestly don't like them. But this was the Fangirl Fibers Beetlejuice kit that was put out. It was a yarn set, some stitch markers, the bag, and a pattern from Sock Witchery. The pattern is called Sandworm Spiral, and that's also what the kit is called. And it came with the black yarn, the white yarn, and it came with, sorry, these two as heels and cuffs. Heels, toes, cuffs, whatever you want to do with it, really. So I started them on Flexi Flips, thinking I wanted to try them so bad because I love a 9-inch circular needle, and I just don't love them. If you don't know what Flexi, there's other brands call them different things, but essentially, it's you get 3 needles in a pack, and it's for small, like circumference knitting, small circumference knitting, and they bend. So when you have 2 needles with stitches on it, it's like this, right? And you knit with the 3rd one. I'm not loving it. I took it off after the cuff. I tried the whole cuff and I didn't like it. So I'm back to a 9-inch circular, but I have made some progress. So I'm going to show you guys the little bit of progress I have made. Now the pattern, you got a code when you got the kit, and so here is essentially, I'm cutting all my ends. I'm not holding the yarn to go up the sock, so I have to weave in all that. Can you see the texture of the spiral? So yeah, I've been working on these. It's a 9-row repeat, which makes it kind of nice for if I want to sit down for maybe a half hour, and do some knitting. I can get a stripe done. You can really see it when the light comes in. So there you go. I've been working on these. Thought I would record in front of my tree since I haven't showed you guys the tree really. This is the only Christmas decoration we put up this year. I just am not really feeling very festive. I know that sounds terrible because I have a little at home. I mean, we made cookies. She wanted to make cookies. I said that's the least I can do, is at least we made cookies. We didn't make a bunch. We made just single batches. We made the flourless peanut butter cookies and with the Hershey Kisses, and a batch of chocolate chip. So I feel really bad that I'm not feeling it, but I can't, and this whole month has been so chaotic. John being away for work and everything else, and we were away for Thanksgiving. There was, I don't want to say that it was pointless to put up all our outdoor decorations, but neither of us were feeling like it at all. So, sigh. Okay, I also did rip out those socks with that Patton's Crow yarn. I will show you guys that in a little bit. The yarn is downstairs. I took it downstairs because I was going to put it onto cones eventually. Right now it's just in hand wound balls. So yeah, that's it. I need to continue working. Where Hazel is at school, it's half day today and winter break starts after they are let out today. Their principal, I like her new principal. She got a new principal from kindergarten to 1st grade. So we only had the old principal for 1 year. Her new principal, we love her a lot. And today she was dressed up as Elf on the Shelf, sitting on the roof of the school, waving at the kids. I'll try to insert maybe a picture here if I remember. It was pretty grand. I mean, all the kids, the parents who were taking their kids, walking them up to the door, everybody was walking away with smiles on their faces. So that felt really good. So yeah, if I remember, I'll do that. If not, just picture a person dressed as an elf on a school. I can't believe it's already Sunday, December 22nd. It's 3 days till Christmas. I have so much to do. So much to do. I did yesterday, though, get some cranking done. So I'm going to show you that. I told you this might be a cranking episode, and sorry, not sorry. I am wearing my Dolly 'Tis the Season to be Dolly shirt. So, a little festive. I cranked 4 pairs of socks yesterday, and I have more I need to do, which maybe today. Oh boy, I also need... I have so much that I have to do. I'm like really feeling the pressure. Okay, let's show you some socks first. I cranked these. I have two. I just only have one on a blocker, so I have two. And I cranked these. So let's talk. These are not finished yet. I need to close the toes. These are both Hobby or Hobie yarns. Both are the silly socks. So this one is called, oh, hold on. I took the wrong label out. Do they have colorway names? Oh, they don't have colorway names. This is Silly Socks by Hobie. This is color 03, and I don't remember the name of it. If I remember, I'll put it on the screen. And this is Silly Socks in color 02. I should have looked it up and put it on the labels. And I do have both of them. This was one full skein. These were pretty tall socks. And they're for a larger woman's foot, size 11. So I used almost a full skein. This is what's left of it. I bought two of those though, because I knew they were going to be fun. So let's move on. Oh, I forgot. Which one was what? I guess it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Now, both of these are Patton's Croy. One, I think, is the FX, and one is just Patton Croy socks. I threw away the label for this one. This is the Clover colors. And this one is called Copper colors. And that one is an FX. The FX line. So, all the socks. I mean, I should just hold up all of them for a picture. There we go. All the socks. I have a bit of a cough. I'm hoping it goes away. John and I both took Emergency, that powder stuff that you put in water. Hoping it will stop any of the gooky stuff before Christmas and that it doesn't go full blown. So boosting our immune systems a little bit. Have you guys watched Red One? I think it's on Prime. It has The Rock in it, and I can't think of Chris Evans maybe. It has Lucy Liu, and I can't remember who's the actor that plays Santa, but he was in Whiplash. Is that, no, that's not what it's called. The one about the drumming school. That might be what it's called. Either way, I can't think of his name. Surprisingly good. And Krampus makes an appearance. So it was interesting. It's not, I mean, Hazel sat and watched it. It was fine. It wasn't too, like, much for her. Oh my gosh, I apologize. I'm not going to try to cut out coughs. I even look really tired, don't I? Okay, let's hurry this up. That was good. What else did we watch? Nothing else that I can think of that we watched. We finished Princess Switch 3 because we had started that. Part of the Netflix Christmas universe. If you don't know, if you know, you know. And if you don't know, it's a black hole of Googling. And it's like a whole, it has its own fandom. Just so you know. Characters cross over and whatnot. Saying. It's only the Netflix ones, not Hallmark. Even though Netflix shows Hallmark, it's only the Netflix created movies. I did cast on a new project. Should I have been casting on a new project? No, I shouldn't have, but I wanted something easy to work on. I haven't touched my Beetlejuice Sandworm spiral socks lately. I wanted something even more mindless. I know that's pretty mindless because it's, but I just couldn't. So I had this yarn in my stash that has tried to be two things already. Now, this is the third attempt. Third time, hopefully, is a charm. This yarn is Chicken Coop Dye Works. It's called Ombre Omelets. And the colorway is Sunset. It is a 80-20, and it's 420 yards. Okay, so it's a fingering weight yarn. Tenia, I love you, Tenia. Tenia, who lives in Texas, has a podcast. I'll link it down below. She's doing Vlogmas right now. Her and her husband, Pancake, I'm not sure his real name, but they're Syrup and Pancake, have been doing a whiskey advent calendar. That's been fun to watch. They talk about like what they could pair it with. I love it so much. They're so fun. But she made the Juniper Cowl. And I don't even know how long ago that was, but she's been wearing it in a couple of her Vlogmas episodes. And it's been in my queue to make because I thought it looked really pretty. It's a way to use scraps. It's a way to use your minis. It's a way to use your advent calendar. So take mind of this. I'll try to insert a picture here. It's by Toni Lipsey. And Toni Lipsey is TLYarn Crafts. I'll also link her channel for YouTube down below. It is called the Juniper Cowl. I said that. Okay. So it's meant for like 10, 20 gram minis, I think, or something like that. So you could split it up anyway, but it's like 800 to 900 yards. Now, I'm not going to make mine as big because I only have the 420. But here is, so it's an ombre, so it changed from purple into this pink. Now, I had little balls of the purple, and I think I mixed them up because it looks like it was getting lighter here, so I think I switched the order by accident. Like I said, this is attempted to be a few things. So, it's a cowl that's smaller up here and gets larger and larger and larger, and it's this beautiful puff stitch. So I'm using my my tulip crochet hooks. I love these. This is a 4mm, a G6, and yeah, this is really mindless. I love working on it, and I'm excited. There's a lot of pink here, so I'm excited to keep chugging along to get through this pink. So, all right, that's about all I have. I've been talking a lot, and the talking makes me mucusy, and so I'm gonna go. But I won't have I won't have anything else up before Christmas. So if you celebrate Christmas, Merry Christmas. If you celebrate any of the other holidays, or if you don't celebrate any of the other holidays, you do you. And make sure you're taking care of yourself, because that's important, rest and whatnot. But yeah, so all the holidays, or all the non-holiday, I see you guys in a week. And until then, peace, love, and happy crafting. Bye.